Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
We need all of those things, and every single person, group and organisation can fit into that ecology. Everybody has a really important role to play. So those are the types of things that I would like to see.
Dr. Laila Kassam, vegan, creating transformative change. Continue watching to find out more.
Welcome, beautiful viewers. Noia i Maori means hello in Rotuman, one of the official languages of Rotuma. My name is Olo. The joyful Rotumans send you love, happiness, and good wishes to fill your hearts. Welcome to Dr. Laila Kassam, vegan, creating transformative change. Today, we will meet a highly effective animal rights activist from the UK named Dr. Laila Kassam. Laila, a PhD in development economics, has been involved in social change for most of her career. She has worked in the international development sector since 2003, conducting research on poverty and food security for rural development projects in the Global South. She founded several vegan organizations with the goal of creating a sustainable and just vegan world. Let's follow her on her journey from mindfulness and meditation to veganism and activism.
Well, about 10 years ago, I started meditating, and I really made a commitment to live more mindfully, more consciously, and more non-violently. And I found that I couldn't actually look at a plate of animal flesh and eat it, because I saw it for what it was, which was the body or the corpse of a tortured animal. And so I went vegetarian. 7 years ago, I went vegan. So what motivated me really, and it then and now, is about justice. The atrocities that we inflict on these animals who feel pain and joy and who deserve to be free and live free from harm just as we do is abominable, and I cannot live with it. So I wanted to withdraw my complicity in the violent system.
Much of Dr. Laila's work is focused on changing our food system from a corporate profit-based system to a sustainable and just system.
We need to have a food system which is sustainable and truly just for all. So some of the things that I would like to see are a massive shift to a whole food, plant-based diet, which is supported by a plant-based food system. But it's not enough to just switch to a plant-based food system. The crops that we grow need to be grown sustainably. So that means without tilling the soil, shifting to organic, and really thinking about sustainability in terms of planetary boundaries as well. And when we talk about a just food system that's just for all, so not just for humans, but just for other animals as well, we do not need to be exploiting and oppressing and consuming other animals for our health or for any reason. And we absolutely do not need to be using their manure for so-called sustainable agriculture. It is not necessary, and the earthworms do a brilliant job, the same job as grazing animals do in these systems. So for me, there is no question we need to move to a plant-based food system. So I've recently co-edited a book called Rethinking Food and Agriculture, New Ways Forward for Elsevier. And I've co-edited it with my father, who is an expert in sustainable agriculture, specifically conservation agriculture. And we've brought together so many amazing academics, activists, and authors looking at all of the different aspects of our food system. So it brings together some of the history of how we shifted from being foragers to agriculture, and how actually agriculture and animal agriculture planted the seeds of our alienation from nature. It looks at the political economy of the food system and looks at the roots of our corporate food regime. There are chapters looking at conservation agriculture and the revolution in terms of looking at the soil as a living entity rather than just dirt.
The book, Rethinking Food and Agriculture, New Ways Forward, is available on Amazon.com or at your local bookstore. Dear viewers, we'll pause for a short message. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back, wondrous viewers. Dr. Kassam has founded several vegan organizations as tools to create positive social change.
I have co-founded a few organisations, the Veterinary Vegan Network, Ethical Globe and Animal Think Tank. The Veterinary Vegan Network, I co-founded it with my partner who is a vegan vet, and we really wanted to bring together vegans in the veterinary and associated animal care professions, including people who work in animal sanctuaries, to build a community and see what could happen. In our society, vets are very, very trusted when it comes to animal welfare issues. And so we thought that it would be an amazing platform to be able to bring people together. And it's really amazing to see vets supporting vegan animal sanctuaries and vegan vet students supporting each other go through studies which are actually really quite speciesist. And often people get bullied for being vegan in the veterinary profession. So there's lots of community building going on with VVN.
One day, a vegan dog groomer asked to be added to the directory of VVN, which gave rise to Ethical Globe.
Actually, is there such a thing as a directory of vegan people and projects and businesses and brands? And we found that there really wasn't one. And so the idea for Ethical Globe was born. And so Ethical Globe is a directory of vegan businesses, brands, organizations, and people. And veganism or plant-based is the baseline, but we also wanted to encourage people to think beyond just veganism, to think about other social justice issues, to think about sustainability, to think about all the issues that that we're really passionate about. And so Ethical Globe is a directory for people doing amazing things and a way for vegans to find independent projects and businesses and brands to support.
Ethical Globe was launched in 2019 and has so far over 200 organizations and people on its list. You can help Ethical Globe build its directory of vegan entities. Their website has a form for those who'd like to propose vegan businesses and organizations that could be listed on Ethical Globe. For her efforts to build a compassionate vegan world, Dr. Laila Kassam created one more vegan organization, Animal Think Tank, whereby she put her heartfelt passion into.
Then in 2018, 3 of us set up something called Animal Think Tank. This is where I spend most of my time, and we really are focusing on supporting the building of a movement that has the power and resilience to achieve justice for other animals. And we're now a group of 6 people. We've got funding. Our aim is to establish a social movement organisation within the next year and a half, and also to support the animal justice, social movement, ecology, so we can together bring about transformative change for other animals. A really exciting thing that we did was seed Animal Rebellion, which is a mass movement organisation that's aligned and partnering with Extinction Rebellion. Bring the message that there is no climate justice without animal justice. The first rebellion was last year, and it was a great success. We got over 300 articles and interviews in the mainstream media, and it was really, really positive coverage. We've also managed to shift Extinction Rebellion's messaging a little bit. So now they're talking about a plant-based food system, which they weren't before. So even if that was all that Animal Rebellion achieved, I think it would have been worth it.
Dr. Laila Kassam explains how a full-scale transformation involves participation from people and institutions from all levels of society.
It's clear that we need transformative change, not only in our food system, but in our economic system, which is driving our destructive food system. For example, you have people following a sort of personal transformation type approach. So for us, that would be veganism and vegan outreach. You have people building and creating alternatives to the system. So, for example, veganic farms or animal sanctuaries or alternative meats. And then you have organizations who are trying to shift the dominant institutions of society. So that means making structural change, and people doing this from the inside and from the outside. So from the inside, we're talking about lobbying, we're talking about party politics. And from the outside, we're talking about organizations that are really targeting CEOs and MPs and trying to leverage their power to get them to shift. And then we have mass protest movements that are really focused on shifting the political weather through changing the public opinion on a certain issue. So for me, we need all of those things, and every single person, group and organization can fit into that ecology. Everybody has a really important role to play. So those are the types of things that I would like to see.
We asked Dr. Laila Kassam about her vision for the future.
I long for a world where humans and other animals are not exploited and oppressed totally unnecessarily in the way that they are now. I long for a world where we are released from the shackles of patriarchy, speciesism, racism, and can claim our birthright to live joyful and compassionate lives. And my vision for the future is a world where we are connected to nature, where we are connected to ourselves, where we are connected to each other, and we are connected to other animals, which means that we are not going to be exploiting anybody in order to live beautiful, wonderful, collaborative lives. Another vision I have for the world is a world where we have deep democracy, where everyone, human, other animals, nature, has a voice and is listened to, and their interests are considered equally important. Basically, a world where we can live in happiness and in harmony with each other and nature.
Glorious viewers, thank you for joining us today. We hope that you have been inspired by Dr. Laila Kassam and that a fire of change has been ignited in you. To learn more about Dr. Laila Kassam, please visit animalthinktank.org.uk, ethicalglobe.com/categories, shailenjasani.com/veterinary-vegan-network. Benevolent viewers, thank you very much for watching today's program. May your compassion soon set our precious animals free. God bless you.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VE.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/VE.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/VE.
Acara kami menyediakan banyak bahasa. Silakan lihat suprememastertv.com/schedule dan suprememastertv.com/VE.